In this video, I'm going to show you how I trim and put on a handle.
I'm going to show you how I trim a foot into this pot here. It is a little pitcher, a little spout. I use a chuck, and you don't want your chuck to be too wide nor too narrow. You want to be just right, and you want the pot to sit on the top quarter of it. And if it wobbles too much, that probably means it's too wide. And if it's too narrow, it probably just goes way too far down on the chuck and it almost hits the wheel head. You don't want either of those. You want it to be nice and secure at the top quarter. That's where I put mine. And I like to tap center it. As you can see here, there's a little bit of a wobble on the foot. That's because I throw these off the hump. So they have a little inconsistency on the foot usually, so I have to flatten it out. And I do that with this flat edge of my tool here. And I just take my time. I'm not taking off much because I'm going to be trimming a foot. And I let the tool do the work. Notice the tempo of my tool. It's not going fast. It's not going terribly slow. Just working my way out until it's flat. As you can see, my tool's not really moving anymore. That's where the foot is. So that's where we're really focused. Next, I'm going to take off the sidewall a bit. And then after I take off and give it an angle, that's where I'm going to start producing my foot by taking the flat edge corner into the pot. After I take that flat edge in, I take in the curve tool and I buff out the side. Not buff, I carve out the side. Okay. Next, I'm going to carve into the foot. And I start about right here. And this is the first initial dig, and I like to get all my depth right here. Next, I'm going to carve in with the curved end of the tool to take off this excess. Sometimes use my left finger to support the tool. Nothing in clay is natural. The wheel is going to want to pull your tool away and up. You got to fight it down. Lastly, I'll take the flat edge and clean up the side of the foot and the bottom. After that, I take a flat edge and I clean up this outside and use my finger to buff out the bottom of the foot. From here you can touch it up and notice how the finger buffs out the middle. It's roughly how I trim my feet. Alright, now to score this mug here, to attach the handle. I'm going to score this end right here. I roll out a noodle. I pat the noodle. I pat the tip and start to pinch it. After I pinch this, I hit the center to give it a curve. Next, I score the lip. Next, I'm going to attach this handle by rocking it into the scored section. After I do that, I curl my finger, blending the handle. I like to use the sponge to blend. Now I'm going to start pulling this handle, pulling from the top to the bottom. You do have to adjust pressure. I then bend it to where I need, wipe, pinch off, blend where I pinched off, going left then right. Using my sponge to blend. There's your handle. Lastly, my stamp. Like so. There we go. There's your handle. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'd love to get back to you. Till next time, keep practicing.